Previous play, the defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. Give up the middle with Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more.
EA Sports.
A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, you're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards. And now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out.
Previous
They
play
want a
is under
review
review.
of the previous play. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to look downfield once again. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Oh, they are on him in a flag, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going for it on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive. But great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
Make no mistake about it, Mike. Just getting to this point is a massive accomplishment in its own right. But he undoubtedly has his sights set on so much more. He's had a really good playoff run up until this point. I think he's got to even take it one step further if he wants to lead his team to a championship. Mistakes are going to be amplified on this stage, so he has to limit them as much as possible. If he protects the ball and is still willing to take some shots when the opportunities present themselves, he could be in store for a big game.
Rodgers to Wilson. Good for a Jets 1st down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Rodgers. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Rodgers. They track him down, and the ball is out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs to the 20. His way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Penei Wanwu now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They give to Hall. He'll work forward for a couple. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This is going to be from 53, and this one is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
Open man downfield, it is Hopkins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. So after one, here in Super Bowl 59, it's the... We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
3rd and long. To throw is Mahomes. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
A 54-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this one doesn't do a whole lot. It's out of bounds, short of midfield. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's home. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Second and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get that to Wilson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
First down for Aaron. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Rodgers going up top again. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And At this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Stage is set for a thrilling second half here in New Orleans. We're back underway at Super Bowl 59. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense and receiver Garrett Wilson getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. He's inside the 40. Oh, yeah. And he is gone. 71 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets are on top. It's 14-10. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Hardman now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll run again.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll take off again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That is brought in. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Gray is the motion man here. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Off he goes. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gray is the motion man here. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now Butker to add the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now this team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Rodgers now. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Rodgers.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That's caught! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow, and the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They will run it over center with Hall. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Well, after the failures of the 1st and 2nd down, you got to look now at your 3rd down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jets will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Hardman now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, KC. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They'll run with Pacheco. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
17.
1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
That one taken in by Corley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. The handoff. Here comes Hall. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. On the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. To the back of the... He's got it! Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. A play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. Crazy. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that 1st tackle, you can see how much more he could add to a run.
They'll run. It's Hall. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Hunt. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They go with Hunt. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.